Like, share, and subscribe. Well, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. This is the daily chart, and this is the death cross. And we're going to do some talking about divergence, OpenIA, and a lawsuit that Elon has got going on, and some criminal activity that Grandpa's aware of. Criminal activity. Hey, on Friday, we had a high of 204.52. We had a low of 198.50, and we closed at 202.64. However, in regard to divergence, Tesla shares 82 million were bought and sold, and on Friday, and the price went up, but the volume fell by 3 million shares. So that causes divergence. We talked about that in a previous live stream. However, that time it was, I think, 9 million, and the time before it was 10 million. It dropped. So, but yeah, the volume is pretty dead in Tesla right now, for Tesla at least. And but so that's an early warning. Early warning is when you get divergence and the price goes up on lower volume, and so just keep that in mind when you're buying shares like crazy on Monday. You got your early warning. Okay, and Grandpa's going to go through this daily chart. I got some stuff I want to talk to you about in regard to this death cross here. But first, we're going to talk about, the Delaware attorney are, on that lawsuit in Delaware on Elon's pay package. They're asking for 29 million shares of Tesla with a value of almost $6 billion. And they're saying that that's a good deal for Tesla because, as the lawyers point out, that way Tesla could deduct the loss, tax deductible. So that's I don't know what this judge over there is going to do, how much they're going to give them, but that's a pretty ludicrous amount. They at least Elon was paid on performance. They want to be paid on their performance too because they supposedly won the case. Elon's says that what they're doing is criminal, and Grandpa would tend to probably agree with that. Hey, by the way, don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's entertaining, and if you would like, share, and subscribe, and share Grandpa with anybody that you feel like sharing them with. You never know; they might find out something that Grandpa might know. Grandpa knows stuff, What Grandpa knows is he's got a cough. Okay, so OpenAI, Elon and Sam Altman started OpenAI back sometime, and it was nonprofit and to be where AI, artificial intelligence, could be monitored and shared with people, and nothing nefarious could supposedly be being done because it would be monitored, so to speak. And Sam Altman decided to take it public. Microsoft pretty much controls OpenAI AI at this point, as far as Grandpa knows. And so anyway, I believe about a year ago, Elon had Altman come over to Tesla, not Tesla, but I think it was Twitter, one or the other. He had him come over to the headquarters of one of his places and informed them that their original agreement, to keep it nonprofit and where nothing nefarious could be going on with this AI because it's so advanced over even the other AIs out there that, well, anyway, Elon's got a lawsuit against him, and and he wants it to go back to where it can be nonprofit, and he wants it to be where they can try to keep track of what this AI actually is capable of and doing and what it's being used for. And so that's the lawsuit there. So you got the Delaware deal where they're trying to get 29 million shares of Tesla for free, the attorneys, and I think the guy that started the lawsuit, had somewhere between 7 and 9 shares, and just craziness. It's a never-ending attack, the way it seems to Grandpa on Elon and Tesla. But way back in the day when Nikola Tesla, way back in the early 1900s, there were electric vehicles made by a number of different companies, and then their factories started getting burned down in 1914, I believe. But electric cars were a big thing back then, and this Nikola Tesla actually came up with the motor for these electric cars that we're seeing today being used. And as far as Grandpa's understanding of it, and so anyway, they come under huge attack, and so did Nikola Tesla way back then, by big oil, big money. They didn't want electric cars that could go all over the place for free, pretty much. They wanted you to buy oil and gas, and they won. They were literally burning down the factories where these electric cars were made, and it was quite a deal back in those days. And I think our country took a step back, and now even today, there's huge resistance to Tesla, and I don't know that it's the oil companies or who, but somebody with big money is, the media, the mainstream media is against them. You go to Norway, they're all electric. And they love it, and they're a cold climate. They wouldn't even consider. And anybody you talk to that's got an electric vehicle, they don't want nothing to do with. They'll never go back to a gas or a diesel. So what's going to happen on Monday? Grandpa's talked enough about. Research this Nikola Tesla from way back, though. He's pretty interesting. So on Friday, we had an indecision candle in the daily chart here. And this descending 50-day moving average, the death cross, is at, I believe, 212.50. And by Friday, it'll be 207.50, right about there. So we're inching up towards it. Now on Monday, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Tesla in the 207, 209 range, or at least go there. Very possible. On the bottom side, I'm thinking, 197-ish, 198. That's kind of the range that Grandpa sees for Monday, but I'm excited to see what the reaction is going to be by Friday when, this thing could go up and get crazy on us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and come and meet us. Let's see, 2 days would get us to 210.50. We could bounce off that thing on Tuesday or even Wednesday at 209.50. That'd be right about there. 209.50. Could she bounce off that? You betcha on Wednesday. So it's going to be fun to see. Grandpa's expecting it to hit the moving average and turn around and possibly go down short term or medium term or long term or some term. So let's, just before I quit here, let's look at our substance. We have substance at 284 at 280 on the 11th of March. We will have had substance at 280 for 6 months. Longest place of substance that Grandpa's ever had. People are saying, Grandpa, you're crazy. You ain't never going there. Well, Grandpa's always been right about substance. I'll tell you that right now. Down on the bottom, we have substance at 101.07. Grandpa thinks you're going to see that in 2024 here. I don't know when. I don't know which one's coming first, the chicken or the egg. I mean 101.07 or 284 or the chicken or the egg. One of them's going to happen. I do know that the dominant trend is down. This trend line here is over 2 years old. It's never been broken. And currently, in this month here, which is March, this is the March candle, only a few days old. We're looking at 247-ish. On the top side, we're looking at 254, 255. So it can go up to 255 this month, and not even break our dominant trend, which is down. In order to have an upward trend, we need a buy signal in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. Then you have the dominant trend, and it's been a while since we've had the dominant trend down here. This one here is a little over a year old now, going up, but Grandpa thinks we're more likely to break through the bottom side than we are to break through this top side for the short term here for a while. Okay, well, that's all I know about that, and nothing too crazy in the blinking as of late, and that's about it. Grandma and Grandpa, tomorrow's their anniversary. Been married 47 years, I believe. It seems a lot longer than that to Grandma. And to Grandpa, it's a long time. It's a long time for Grandma to suffer. Okay, all good things are from the Lord, and Lord willing, Grandpa will do another live stream sometime. Bye-bye.